If we press spacebar, so we both should be here.
You started it.
Yeah.
Good.
So is this working?
Yeah.
Oh, no way. That's awesome. Hey everyone, Scott Tobin here, and welcome to Composers Play, where myself and my guests will be playing through some classic video games and chatting about all things music and audio. So, before we begin, and before we get shooting some demons, this is again a really unique first episode, as I'm going to be playing co-op in Doom with the original composer and sound designer, Bobby Prince. Bobby, thank you so much for joining me on this. This is going to be awesome.
Well, thank you, Scott. I'm happy to be with you.
So before we get talking about Doom, how did you get started in the video game music scene?
Well, it was a little bit weird. I had been into MIDI for quite a while, doing backtracks for my brother, who's a singer.
Right.
That was back before karaoke was a name, and we had been removing the center track on records with a device that allowed you to do that. Back in the day, it was advertised in the back of all these magazines. Anyhow, I was on Prodigy, and which was a service like CompuServe, and where you could connect up with like-minded people on, they called them boards, and there was a computer music audio board, and I was on it, and a message came in from a guy named Scott Miller, who I didn't know, that said, is there anybody on this board that would be interested in doing music for some games that I market? And I thought, well, this is probably a wannabe. Anyway, long story short, I sent a message to him along with, I found out later, about 50 other people. And Scott somehow picked me out. When he called me, I was a little leery about whether he was serious until he mentioned Commander Keen, which had come out about a month before we were talking, and I'd played it. And when he said he was marketing Commander Keen, I went, this is somebody who's serious, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I just, we agreed that I'd start writing music for different programmers, some of them just by themselves, and some groups like id, and write music for their games. And I guess I should be moving, shouldn't I?
Yeah, no, it's okay.
You're protecting me, thank you. What is this, the easiest level? I hope. Don't kill me.
I think it is. I think he just snuck up behind us as you were talking.
I love, they're sneaky little buggers, aren't they?
They really are.
Now, how did you're cheating, aren't you?
Yeah, so that's the thing. I think this is the this is the deathmatch version with monsters, as far as I'm aware. So we're getting all the deathmatch weapons.
I got you.
Yeah,
okay.
So for whatever reason, the default, there's a default weapons from deathmatch here. So I don't know why that is, but who knows?
I'll let you lead, and I'll follow.
Yeah.
Promise I won't shoot you in the back.
Oh no, that's okay. That's no problem. So yeah, you were saying.
So anyway, I talked with Scott, and he put me in touch with Ed, and the first person I talked to was Romero, and we just sort of hit it off, and I remember from the first time we spoke, they were about ready to go out on a lake there in Louisiana and go skiing.
Right.
And anyway, they said that we'll be sending you some things to be able to check out what we're doing, you know, what we're thinking about doing. And basically from that point on, they sent me basic ideas and artwork, but we weren't even able to send files to one another at first.
Okay.
And so they would send me literally by snail mail. They'd send me the artwork that was printed out.
Wow.
And to give me an idea of what the game was going to look like. And the first games, that's actually the way that I worked on them, was by just seeing the artwork. I didn't even see the game until after it was almost finished, really. So we were doing the floppy disk by mail kind of a thing.
It must have taken forever to transfer all the data, like, back then.
Oh, it was. We were on, the modems were at, I think, 4800 baud ended up happening pretty early on. But originally we might have even been at, a quarter of that. I mean, you just basically go and you would take a 3 or 4 hour break for a small file to get sent. It was crazy. But then we got on a bulletin board service that was actually. Where'd you go? Are you in the end already?
Oh yeah, no, I'm literally just walking around and listening to you chat. So
okay. So anyway, there you go.
Yeah, there I am.
I was able to get on that and upload a file, even though it was slow. At least we weren't connected directly, and then we'd lose our connection.
Right.
And and they were able to get it at their leisure and that sort of thing. So that made things a lot more simple. But it was really the dark ages, Lord knows.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But anyhow, that's the way it started. And I had other people call me that were marketing through Apogee, and I started really working on quite a few things there.
Right.
I think the first thing I worked on was a game that Alan Blum did, who worked for Apogee for years, and really helped in a lot of games. He was a good programmer and just a good game producer on his own right. And I think that was in 92 that his game came out. It might have been early 93. But yes, it was the dark ages.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, 20 years later, look at the internet speeds that we have and the things we're able to do. I mean, here's me in Dublin, playing with you, and you're in the States.
I know. This was unheard of.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like I told you when we talked one time earlier, I actually was able to get on with a modem with a fan of Doom when it first came out, and we were actually able to play over the phone. But we thought that was miraculous. The two of us could get together and play.
It's mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad.
Wow, with literally just hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people all the time online. Yeah, playing games. It's just. It's a great time, really.
It really is.
Time. Makes the world a lot smaller.
It really does. And Doom is still really popular. It's huge, I don't know if you heard of Brutal Doom. It's a mod for Doom, and it's like even more gory than Doom. It's crazy. But there's mods like that, and it's so popular. It's still played, by thousands of players, and I still play it with my brothers. It just shows you how well it's held up. But
it blows my mind that it's I know why it has staying power, because literally it was a labor of love and I know the id guys probably wouldn't like me using that word. Maybe because it's not evil enough or whatever, but it was a labor of love. I mean, everybody, and the really good thing about it, and where I was so lucky, and they were lucky too individually, was that you come up with an idea and you present it, and everybody would put their heads together immediately and go, let's go that direction. And the direction would change based upon a good idea that somebody might have presented, you know?
Sure.
And that there was power in that, because you were able to sort of keep up then. You were able to keep up with technology, so to speak.
Right, right.
And the latest ideas that anybody had. And so that was, it was just a thrill, you know, to get to work with people who were loving what they were doing and were really doing a superior job of it, because they were thrilled to be doing it, you know?
Yeah,
that kind of thing is magic, and you don't run into it a whole lot.
No, definitely not, yeah.
Since then, I've run into a lot of mechanical kinds of things where you mechanically did what you did, and they mechanically told you what they wanted you to do. You know, it just doesn't have heart.
Yeah. And like Doom was like this, like this game. I mean, there's a lot of, like, you know, Wolfenstein before this was another game you scored and did the music and the sound effects for, but it was nothing like Doom. This, like, when this came out, this you know, it shut down servers and, like, you know, colleges because of the traffic and everything. Remember, we were talking about it before.
Yes, I was living in Athens, Georgia, home of the university, and it brought down their mainframe several times. And Carmack, John Carmack, discovered that he had failed to make one setting that didn't broadcast everybody to everybody else, which wasted a lot of bandwidth, and that's what was shutting them down. Yeah, the university actually blocked the game until that was fixed, and then they allowed it. And nobody really in town ever knew that I had anything to do with that.
Yeah.
Which was sort of hilarious to me, but I didn't want anybody really to know that I had anything to do with it, or they'd have been
go straight to you. You broke our servers.
Yeah, we're going to sue you.
Oh my. So let's talk about the first. Like, I mean, this song we're hearing now it's pretty iconic, like in gaming history. I mean, maybe I'm a bit biased, but it's a very iconic sounding first song for this game, isn't it? Like, I mean, I know the new Doom that was released in 2016. Mick Gordon, he's used this riff in the Doom soundtrack, and everybody can recognize it.
Right. Yeah, it took a life of its own, it seems, and I noticed on one version of it on YouTube had at least 1 million. It was more than 1 million plays on it. But the thing is, there are thousands of copies of it up here or there. My God, I mean, it's been redone. It's had to have been redone probably more than any piece of music that I know of, anyway. Which I don't, you know, I mean, I'm happy that people liked it that much, and I love what everybody's done.
Yeah.
Especially the live players that have been able to play it. And in the day, I could do it. I can't do it anymore. I've gotten too slow. And out of practice and kind of thing. So I'm in awe of, and they do it on steroids too. I mean, they actually are going faster than I ever imagined I would ever do it.
Wow.
But also just people who have done plays on it and have done really wonderful stuff with it. If such a song can be called wonderful.
Oh, well, it is. I mean, like, if you know, if you were to tell a gamer, do you know the first song in Doom, like, people instantly recognize this. But so did you?
Go ahead.
Yeah, did you play all these songs in with guitar? Did you, like, just, you know, play them out and then, you know, transfer them to MIDI? Is that how you did it, or did you use piano, or did you click them in even?
I no, now later on, sometime after this, I bought a Yamaha MIDI guitar. It was a spacey looking thing. It looked more like a lap steel guitar.
Right.
It didn't look like a regular guitar, I'll put it that way. And the strings were real high off the neck kind of a thing. And it was just weird. And while Yamaha did a good trial at it, it was just quirky as all get outs. So I really never used it for any of that. But this was before that. I entered it using a keyboard. Wow. And but I played it first. I mean, I'd hold the guitar and just noodle around. And I always tried to play with the tritone.
Right, yeah.
Because it being the mark of evil and all that, and supposedly outlawed by the at least the Catholic Church back.
That's right. Yeah.
Long time ago. And so I was trying not to overuse it, but still to have it rear its little ugly head every once in a while.
Right.
And tried to make it dissonant. Yeah. But I know it's been compared to a lot of heavy metal music, but honestly, I didn't listen to in the early days. Heck, I might have heard one heavy metal band play, or a CD.
Sure.
I wasn't into that. I was doing backtracks for my brother and other people. So I was just busy doing that, and nobody wanted metal back then anyway.
Right.
Backtracks.
Sure.
And so anyway, it was the first thing I came up with, actually, just sort of noodling around. I went, this would be pretty cool because it's gonna, be somewhat listenable anyway.
Sure.
And people would be listening to it a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
So anyway, I know, I can take most any metal song and tell you, well, that's used in this, that's used in that, and all of that. I hear this song every once in a while. I hear songs that I did for games being used in other games and little catches here and there. And you can't help but do that sometimes,
Yeah, it's in your nature to do it. Like,
or it just, it's not a copy. They didn't intend it. They weren't thinking of it at the time, even. It's just what came to them at the time, Anyhow, it's been great to see how this game has lasted and how many people really still like to play it. I mean,
it's still hugely popular, and it's amazing. Like, when you were making the audio and the music for this game back then in 1993, did you think it was ever going to last this long?
Oh, absolutely not. See, because I didn't save a lot of the beginnings of the sound effects that I used. Some of the voices in here are actually the id guys, and definitely in Wolfenstein.
Right.
And I have to laugh every time I play Wolfenstein, and I don't do it that often, but every once in a while I'll play it just to remind myself what was going on back then. And the word Schustaffel, we tried everybody at id doing it, and Kevin Cloud, who did artwork and other things too. He came in to do it, and I mean, we laughed our asses off on this because he went. We said, okay, you need to say Schustaffel, but say it, like you really mean it. He went Shoo, stuffer! We died. We died laughing because he was serious about it. And I said, no more
That's
voice
amazing.
work for Kevin.
Oh my goodness.
Of course, Tom Hall was really good at it because he talks to himself anyway, I think, so in different voices. And I think Adrian Carmack, one of his, it might have been him saying the shoe stuff, or it was Tom or Adrian, I'm not sure. But anyway, I had a lot of that original stuff, and you didn't think anything about it. Well, there wasn't a lot of space to store stuff back then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you didn't have these huge hard drives or anything. You were putting stuff on floppy disks.
Right.
360K. I mean, you could eat that up with a digital sound file, and there was no MP3 back then. There was very little compression, if any. I'm trying to figure out once again which keys I'm using to move.
That's all right.
I'm used to the ASWD.
Oh right, yeah. It's a little different.
Did you go up and get where the shotgun always in this? Is it here?
Yeah, it's inside in here. I think I already have it.
You got it. Okay,
yeah.
Good. Did you get the key?
I did.
Okay, good for you. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, I love playing with you. I tell you what, you do all the work, and I get all the fun.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Man.
Do you know what those sounds? The sounds where they explode. They're the funniest sounds you'd ever hear in a video game. You know when they explode, and it's like this.
Yeah, I've forgotten a lot of. I just killed myself. No, I didn't.
It's been a while.
A lot of those sounds were, gosh, I think I took wet claws and I was going to kill him with my fist.
Oh,
I was hitting him. Anyway, now to resurrect myself, do I have to do anything? What do I do?
Yeah, are you dead?
I am.
All right, so yes, I think spacebar might bring it back to life.
Thank
you. There you are. Yeah, and I'll open the door for you.
I'm still going back to W to.
Oh
yeah. Anyway, I took a bunch of wet claws and slopped them around, and just Foley, which is named after the man that sort of came up with it, is using objects to make sounds that might sound otherworldly or even sound very real, because you just actually would record somebody walking to do footsteps, believe that or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I'm lost, of course. I'll end up circling the same block.
No, it's all right. I just got the chainsaw.
Good. Oh, I hear it. I used to love it when I'd be in a room and hear it coming from the other direction, from another room or whatever, another area. Yeah, I can still hear you.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds like you're off to the left.
Yeah, that's right. I just went to the left, yeah.
Yeah. I see you. So anyway, a lot of that was done that way. And in Doom, did I ever use any? I might have, toward the end of it, used some of the Hollywood Sound CDs. I think they had gotten some of those, but I may be wrong about that. I know I used it in later, the Doom 2.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure about Doom. But anyway, the original.
Right, because like some of the sounds, like if I'm watching a movie, I'd hear some of those sounds, you know, from Doom, and I'd be like, oh, they're the sounds from Doom. And I think everybody that recognizes those sounds when they watch a film, they're like, oh, that's the Doom sound. That came from Doom, you know?
Now, you know, I don't think I ever used the sound without doing something with it.
Yeah, just changing it slightly, yeah.
Well, or actually, I don't know. But I do know that there was a guy, I think in Eastern Europe, that actually went back and found all of the, I didn't mean to do that. I'll be right back with you.
Yeah,
man. Yes, it's not a good place to be right now. Where did you go?
I went down. I actually went around left. Yeah, if you come back down, yeah. I went through the secret passage up the top.
I forget all of these, I swear.
I've come back up. There you are, yeah.
Okay, I see. Yeah, you went down there.
Yeah.
You must have been down there with me then.
I was for a second.
I didn't realize it. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, he took the sound effects apart, and I swear to goodness, he figured a lot of them out. And I had forgotten. He figured out what original sound I might have started with, and this wasn't necessarily in Doom, but it was in. It might have been Doom 2 that he did, and I thought, gosh, he had a lot of time on his hands,
right,
to do that. But let's see, the yells are not. They were from either id or me, and I know one of the yells, and it may be one of the dying sounds, or maybe the dying sound that I layered in with other yells, but was me late one night. Most of the guys except for Carmack would go. They had a life outside of id, you know, outside of working on the game. I was at id's offices working late one night, and I think Carmack was still there, but I decided I was going to do record a yell, and I literally, without warming up, I ruined my voice, man. I tell you what,
wow.
It hurt for a week, because I put everything I could into it. I think I warned him ahead of time. I'm going to yell, you know, but I didn't dare do that during the day, because people would have called the police and said somebody's dying, you know.
That's brilliant.
But it was fun doing all that and having everybody involved in the sound in that regard, you know. Anyhow, I went way away from that. I promise I will stay on track to your question.
No, it's great. Actually, the more that you remember stuff and just talk, it's brilliant, because you know, giving the people the inside scoop and stuff that's not known, you know, and playing the game as well, it probably brings back some memories.
Have you heard a MP3 or an audio file of Romero playing Doom back in the day while it was being produced?
I'm not sure.
I made a recording, and I gave him a copy of it years later, several years back, but years later. And I know I've got it somewhere, but I recorded him without him knowing it, with all of his expletives and everything. And even though you can't see what's going on, listening to it is hilarious. It's hilarious. And of course, there's all sorts of pounding on the wall, and he was there was an office well removed by a walk, but on the other side of a wall from him, that they could pound on the wall and maybe hear each other a little bit. And they'd be cussing each other, you know, and I'm getting killed.
That's all right.
Not paying attention here. Thank you.
No problem.
So I'm going to follow you around because I do not remember this. I remember this level. You have to get the key, and I think you have to go down into the pit there, don't you?
I think at some point, yeah, that's the secret level's just down there, as far as I remember.
Back away from that fireball.
Yeah.
That's my greatest hint to anybody is just back up.
Right, and then strafe a little bit. It's funny. I was watching. Someone put a YouTube video of.
This is called cheating, right here.
Yeah, hitting him from the top.
Fireball can't get me.
Yeah. Oh, got him.
Oh, you got him. Good.
Yeah, no, I was saying someone put a YouTube video of I think it was John Romero playing Doom. It was before you put any of the sounds in, and I think you were actually present as well. And it's priceless. You've seen you guys play it and react.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure who you're with. It might be John, yourself, and someone else. And I think the family.
I think somebody else. That may have been the time I recorded him, and I'm not sure. But actually, the time I recorded him, I think, was when Carmack had put a speed setting in secretly and didn't let anybody know, especially John. But he finally let everybody but John in on the secret.
Okay.
And John was playing, and he kept going. How is he moved? He's where did he go? Because I don't get this. And he went, wait a minute. And he finally discovered that there was a speed setting. We laughed our asses off.
That's great.
Because really got him on that, without a doubt.
That's so good. The pranks that you guys pulled. I know there's it was in Doom 2 with John Romero's head is behind and you recorded him saying to win the game you must kill me, John Romero, and you reversed it and you closed,
Do you know how long it took somebody to figure that out?
No, I don't know actually.
About a minute or less. The time it took to upload that version, basically.
Oh, that's right. They
and I knew there were there were people who know sound design and knew the software, but the software was just barely growing up back in that day too. It was Cool Edit was the thing to get, which became Audition, Adobe Audition, and of course Adobe just totally screwed it up as far as I'm concerned. I love that sound, and of course I had to add the him falling into it. I had to all of that had to be done. It wasn't separate sounds. It was all that one sound. Because at the time they didn't have that many hooks. Why do I feel like somebody's following me and I don't see them?
It could be me actually.
You already got the key card, obviously.
I got the blue, yeah.
Good for you. Thank you.
You got the secret. Nice.
Yeah, I got the yellow one anyway.
Yeah.
And we go back somewhere.
Yeah, up
Let's see.
way.
Tab will. I see you wandering out of nowhere on the map.
Hold on. I'll come back to get you. Where are
That's cool. That is cool to watch.
Yeah.
Here you come. Yeah. Okay.
Right behind
We're
you.
together. Gotcha. I'll follow you if I can.
There's the yellow. Yeah.
You're too fast for me.
Sorry. I'll slow down. Maybe I'll just turn off my run and.
Oh, you've got run on. See, I don't. But
that's all right.
So we have to go back
out this way. Yeah, to the right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I was telling you, but I was playing. So I did a composer's play with Kevin Schilder. I know you talked about before and that you haven't met him, but
general idea.
I listened to it, by the way. It's really good. I'm sorry I never got to meet a lot of these people because, gosh, things were just so busy, and it just never happened that they were the same place I was,
Right.
or vice versa. And so it was really great getting to see that. I've met a few other video game composers, but there's still a ton of them that I haven't ever had the pleasure.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like maybe at some stage we could get yourself and Kevin, and we'll do like a composer's play with the three of us, and just have a little chat, and maybe that might be cool.
Yeah, it would be. It would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I certainly. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I watched all the ones that you did.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
And thank you for doing that, because
it's
it is history.
Right.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
And a lot of people are interested in it, and I think it gives people an appreciation of what they've got now.
Exactly.
As opposed to what you had to work with back then,
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, feel sorry for the people that did it. It was fun. We had a great time doing it.
Right.
I mean, I love hacking stuff. I'm a hacker.
Right.
I am from a long time ago. So anyway, I appreciate your taking that time to do it, man, because I know it's work.
Yeah, no, man, not at all. This is for me. This is like, I don't know. This is like my best day of the year so far, is getting to play Doom with you. So this is not.
Well, thank you.
This is not work.
Well, it's hey, I'm getting to play it with you.
Thanks, man. No way.
I love the stuff that you've done. I do.
I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it.
And I love the fact that we've got these wonderful software we have, and the wonderful virtual instruments when you can't afford an orchestra, and
right.
You're working with a guy that is working out of his garage, and there's still those people out there. They're trying, and a lot of them are succeeding, and they want some music done and all that, and to be able to do an orchestral piece and not have to have an orchestra. Right. And I'd much rather pay the orchestra, and because I love orchestras. I love
me too.
Interplay of human beings. I mean, think about it. That many people getting along for that long a time.
I know. It's amazing.
And the fact that they, if you've never, and I know you know this, but if you've never played in a band, you don't know the pleasure of communicating with music, to each other. People don't that haven't done it, and it's just a really special thing. I mean,
it is, and like you get different. I mean, it's you can only get so much with virtual instruments, and like it just sometimes, because I did an orchestral recording, and we did like 2 or 3 takes of each song, and each of them were different with different things happening, and it's that element of the unknown that really, it's amazing.
Yes, and someone can put a nuance on what you thought you wanted, and
absolutely,
that nuance is what you really wanted.
Yes, and that happened. It was like, whoa, this is the take. That, it was amazing,
without a doubt.
Yeah,
and of course, feel free to, when I went way off the deal, feel free to cut all that stuff out.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But anyway, I was talking about Kevin Schilder, the guy that did the Heretic music, and because I asked him what inspiration did he get when he was doing the Heretic soundtrack, and he said he listened to the Doom score. He listened to all the stuff that you did, to kind of get inspiration for Heretic, and because the first song of Heretic also used the tritone. Quite a lot, So I think he kind of took what worked in Doom, which what you did, to adopt it to Heretic and the sounds of Heretic. So it's pretty cool. Like, he took the stuff from from yourself and worked it into Heretic.
Yeah, when I worked on Wolfenstein, I listened to a lot of martial music, especially German. Whatever. Back then, there wasn't that much online.
Right.
But in fact, I may have even bought. Now I can't even remember where the door is. Hello.
Oh, sorry.
No, there it is.
There you go. So I kind of locked you in.
So I tried to. I loved this level. I thought this level was really, really cool.
It's really awesome. Really open.
Somebody's yelling me in the ear too. Who is that? There you are.
That's me. Oh, it was a monster.
Oh, you were? Are you playing a monster?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
It must have been a random monster that was. Yeah, there was one of the growls I just heard there.
So you have to hit this every time? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Okay, is it okay?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Eventually get me up there.
Yeah. So
anyway, I listened to a bunch of martial music and got a lot of inspiration from that. And of course, I decided right immediately that I was going to use their theme song just as is.
Yeah.
Except I made a minor version of it. I put it in a minor mode.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
To make it unhappy for them,
Wow, that's funny you mentioned it. I did exactly the same thing recently. I was writing some music for Squad, and it was for the British faction, and I did a minor key version of God Saves the Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just for that darker kind of...
Exactly.
Yeah. That's funny.
I don't imagine the Queen's going to like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
But she'll probably never play the game.
Yeah.
Then again, you don't know. She may secretly be hidden behind doors playing all sorts of games.
You never know. Yeah, she could be a big gamer. Oh my God.
Now somebody is after me, and I don't even know who it is.
They're probably shooting down from the top, are they? Oh.
Maybe.
There we go.
So, but anyway, the on Doom, just playing evil classical pieces. I tried to find as much and evil soundtracks from movies, just to get in that an mood. Angry mood.
Right.
It was actually an angry mood for Wolfenstein. I wanted to be mad when I did most of it.
Right.
And I'm just wandering around like
that's all right.
Like I know what I'm doing.
I know where I'm going. But it's like, Doom's an interesting soundtrack because, it has all the metal inspired, music, the Pantera, Master of Puppets,
yes.
Slayer and stuff that obviously John Romero was a big fan of, but then there's the other side of it, which is completely different. It's like ambient, industrial, atmospheric.
Yeah,
which is so awesome, and it just has this contrast. You're like this level's obviously it's this rock thing, but then the next level is this real spooky, spooky music, which is. It's a totally different thing, isn't it? It's just, it works so well. Yeah,
that's... I didn't pick up the blue. Did you pick up the blue?
Oh, yeah, I did. Where are you?
That's fine. I'm at the door.
Oh, yeah.
I always let the other guy go through first.
Yeah. Let me take all the hits. So what was
now
sorry, go ahead.
has a certain amount. It sounds like somebody snoring almost, but that has a certain amount of pig in it.
Yeah, there it is.
I used
It's such a good
recording
sound.
of a pig.
Right.
And speaking of the sound effects, just for anybody who is not familiar with sound design and all that, there was the music that was going to play, and I knew what was going to be playing generally anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to stay out of the frequency range of the sound effects.
Oh, right.
Or of the music when I did the sound effects, because I wanted the sound effects to cut through, through the music.
Wow.
And that was one power of having control over both of them. Otherwise, if someone else is working on the sound effects, they make it really on a frequency that you used a lot of. I mean, like I would have used.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. That was
my
me
bad. I'll come back to you
instead of playing. So that is the power of controlling both of those. That you control the sort of the frequencies that are being used, and they're not fighting one another, so to speak.
Right.
And there are very few sound effects in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's not a whole lot compared to like when I worked on Duke Nukem.
Mm-hmm.
My God, I did 99% of the sound effects.
Oh yeah, right.
I probably did for there got to be a couple of hundred sound effects in it at least, if not more. And God, nowadays the games have much more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, they have
hundreds of thousands. Yeah, thousands.
Exactly.
Mm.
Anyway, I knew that there wasn't going to be a whole lot going on, so that helped also with with doing the sound effects. And here I am going back to the blue door. This is crazy.
I can get it for you. That's okay.
So because I don't have the key, I can't get in, but you can. Is that it?
Yeah, because I have the keys. There you go.
Cool. That's cool. That really calls for working together, doesn't it?
Cooperative.
So let's see. Anyway, the sound effects are enough though in this thing to me. With the distant ones going off, and the fact that we could Carmack program where we could make them sound more different, distant. It just it made really for a pretty scary experience, I think, for first-time players.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's funny that you mentioned that there's not that many sound effects in the game, because it sounds like there's loads. It's weird, whatever way you use them. The ones in the distance with the monster growls and stuff, and it just sounds like there's more sounds than there is. It's crazy.
There are no atmospheric sounds in the game at all. They're all either active sounds or just the sound of the creatures in the background.
Right.
And one thing I'd forgotten to tell you, or I got off on something else, was when we were watching Romero, every time I'd watch him in the early days anyway, because he was fun to watch. I mean, people would have paid to watch him, seriously. Because he got so into it, got so emotional about it. The day that I knew that this thing was going to be a huge hit was the day that he tried to put his head into this huge monitor he had, the CRT. It was a CRT, and the thing had to weigh 500 pounds. It was huge. And he tried to put his head in the glass to look around the corner, and I laughed my butt off because I had tried to do the same thing several times. I was still doing that.
Smacking the monitor.
Yes. And anyway, those were special times. I mean, we had a lot of fun. We did.
I can imagine.
So anyway, I'm sure you've got some other things you might want to
So
about.
I was talking to you about the metal music, the metal inspired music, but there is also the other side of doing, which is much there's much more ambient music. Was that your decision to do that? To not just have metal music, but have a mix?
Yes. I did flat out copies of a lot of. I got a CD from Romero, and I think I put them on tape. Believe it or not, there was no carrying a floppy with you that would carry those size files. I don't think. Maybe it would. One file per floppy, or something like that. But anyway, I'm sitting here there with a dead blank. Well, they die pretty easy, don't they?
They do.
Let's see. I forgot where I was. That's easy to do.
The metal, you tape.
Yes,
metal
the
stuff,
other song. Early on, I went to id. Well, it wasn't that early on, but I went to id, and I took these sequences I had done of some of their favorite metal music, and played it for them. We put it in the game and played it for them, and they loved it. Or maybe we didn't even put it in the game. I don't even know if we could at the time.
Right.
But they loved it, but I had also done some of that ambient stuff that ended up in the game, and I said, imagine playing the game and there only being this metal music, and that's all there is.
Mm-hmm.
It's all that way. What kind of levels are you going to be able to do that really scare the hell out of people with metal music going on, unless it's just one where you've got a ton of monsters and they immediately attack you, and it's just immediately take off. But if you want to scare people, we got to have something that's just sort of pensive, and doesn't really have a lead. It doesn't have it can be repeatable, it can be looped, because the files had to be small. They were MIDI files, but they still had to be smaller.
Right.
And they agreed with me, you're right. Well, unfortunately, some of those songs, they chose to put them in the final release of the game. And I went, well, okay. I was expecting lawsuits and all that, but evidently, you know what it did? It sold a hell of a lot of metal music, the real stuff, not that chintzy FM sounding stuff, but the real stuff. Because people went, God, I like that. And people say, well, that's so and so, and they go buy it. They actually go buy it instead of back then. People weren't able to rip things off like they can now. But
I mean, was that because
you had to buy it?
Was that because you were a lawyer and you knew how much you could get away with writing?
No, listen, you can only get away with, and I've always said this, you can only get away with what a jury ultimately decides you got away with.
Right. Okay.
And if you get a jury that is going to take da 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 da, and you've got it in a song, and they go, that he ripped off Happy Birthday.
Right.
Right. You're gonna lose if the jury says that you stole Happy Birthday.
Okay.
So you don't use it. If you use it and it's totally without any thought in your mind that you're using it, if the jury believes you,
right.
But now to take a whole song, that's a totally different thing.
Mm-hmm.
But to take the chord structure or the sound of the guitar or there are only so many kinds of riffs you can play before they all start sort of sounding the same. A blues riff, they're copied over and over and over. Right. You'd have lawsuits right and left if they allowed people to sue them, that kind of thing. And I guess you probably could, but you're going to lose.
Yeah.
The judge is going to stop it before it even gets to a jury. But now a jury would even take if you take the day, if you take that
Right.
and you sue on it because that's mine. I did that. You copied it.
Right.
A jury could go, yeah, they did copy it. And I had ripped it from old time blues, you know.
Okay.
So I don't know. But anyway, I think in the end run, it sold a lot of metal music.
Right.
And it didn't sell for me or for it. People didn't buy the game for the music. They did not. Or the sound effects. They bought it for the game. They were just a part of it. And most people turn the music off. Especially when they started playing.
That's a sin.
I know it is.
That's a sin.
And you and I are gonna sue them. Class action, baby.
Let's do it.
Let's do. We'll see how far we'd probably get a good jury.
Yeah.
They'll love your accent. They may sort of, if they're from the northern part of the United States, they'll love my accent because they do love Southern accents.
Sounds like a win-win.
At least they always did when I went up north, you know. But anyhow, we could charm the jury and get us megabucks, man.
Right.
We'd have the police, the CIA checking to whether people were cutting the sound off in their games. And anyway, so I don't pretend that and even that CD that was done, it sold a few hundred copies. If that, it just paid for the CDs basically.
Sure.
Because back in the day, the CDs were expensive to get done. There was no cheap, and one-offs took forever.
Right.
The CD players did it almost at real-time speed.
Gotcha. Yeah,
ridiculous, you know. But anyhow, by the way, I did find some more of those CDs, which I have yet to figure out what I'm going to do with them. I mean, I've had a lot of people write me, and I didn't know I had them. Actually, my son found it in a storage building that I had some stuff in.
Oh wow!
But I probably will maybe give them away, or maybe I'll charge and I'll give the money to a charity or something like that.
Yeah, maybe sign them or something, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how many there are. Maybe 10, maybe a little more. But,
oh wow! Well, maybe we can organize something after the composers play if you find them, and we can maybe we can do something. Yeah.
Well, we can even do it through your thing if you want to. I mean,
that'd be cool.
Because my website goes to a blog that I try to share stuff I've learned or whatever, and I haven't been on it in a long time. I owe it quite a few things, but posts. But so yeah, we could do that.
Cool.
So anyway, the pensive stuff, like we're listening to right now, got in there, and it worked. Yeah, it worked. What on a level like this, it was great.
Yeah, creepy, you know.
Yeah.
Because it has this. I mean, this track has this really that that little staccato kind of string that dun 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 dun, and it just continues. Yeah. But it doesn't get tiring because the bass is always changing. You know, on the left.
Right.
And it just sounds. I don't know. Yeah, it's just it never from my ears. It never gets tiring, you know.
Well, it was also fun because I like doing string stuff, and of course to do strings on FM is sort of a joke, but I mean now flutes and clarinet, wonderful because those are the right kinds of sounds. But,
it could perform those FM sounds similar to woodwinds.
Actually, the lower strings, they do sound like strings. The higher ones sound more like a synthesized kind of a thing.
Right.
You know. But anyway.
Yeah, no, they're really great. And like, so when you were writing the songs, I know you were talking about the blues stuff there, because like, you know, you can't really get sued by blues. like when you were writing some of the metal stuff, because most of the songs are in blues form. Was that something you did at a time, or was just because, like, you know, it's the style of the game, or?
It was just to be cohesive.
Yeah.
In the game, so that the music didn't draw away from the gameplay.
Cool.
And everybody's used to those. Now, there's some that don't follow that, but they're not.
Sure.
You know, but actually, that was sort of my thought, is I'm going to keep them relatively simple, so that, and try to keep them where people don't know really where they are in that particular loop. Of the music, you know.
Sure.
And you went and did all the work, and I've been sitting here.
Oh no, that's okay. I'm enjoying your chat, so.
You've done a great job.
See, I've had practice at this, Bobby, because I've done a few of these composers playing out, and it's actually really difficult doing these interviews and playing the game and talking at the same time. I'm sure
it is.
It is.
And I'm chewing. Hey, listen, I'm chewing gum too, so.
It's a proper multitasking.
I'm chewing gum, playing the game, and trying to talk. It won't work. It just won't work.
No, it's not easy. It takes a bit of practice, and luckily I've had a good bit of practice. So.
So, where are you in this store? Or
no, I've cleared out everywhere actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I hear me making noises.
Oh,
I must have stepped on something.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
So, like, were you listening to any kind of, so apart from the putting the metal stuff to the side, because we know where you got the influence from them, with the ambient stuff, like the song we're hearing now, was there anything that you were kind of listening to kind of get inspiration from it?
No,
right. So it's just your own kind of creepy.
A lot of times I'd come up with just one thing. And I'm sure you do this too. I mean, you know, people say, well, what's the secret to writing a song? It's just noodling around with me
right.
and trying other things. Sometimes I will go and play. I'll reverse like a classical piece and listen to it backwards.
Oh.
And sometimes hear something that I think is maybe not unique, but it's just weird and it's sort of cool, and I might just start with that and build and of course there's software now. I was seeing a plug-in that somebody's done, and I can't remember the name of it, that somebody's just sort of come out with, that will write a melody, you can input chords,
right,
and they don't necessarily work together. You have to use your ear to make them work. But sometimes I would start with a chord structure and just go, I'm going to follow the structure and see what happens. And sometimes I start with the bass part.
Mm-hmm.
A bass part comes to me that's sort of cool.
Right.
And so that's what I did with these. Or I just would literally sit at the keyboard and goof around. And I'm not a keyboard player.
Right.
Guitar, I'm a string kind of a player more than anything else. But of course, you learn the keyboard if you want to learn to put MIDI things in.
Yeah, of course.
In any kind of real time. But so basically, that's what I used on it. And it's just like with sound effects, I'd hear a sound like in the offices of id or offices of Apogee, and I'd go, that is cool, and I'm going to steal it.
Cool.
And of course,
That's
it
awesome.
wasn't stealing it; it was using it.
Yeah.
But Duke Nukem had a lot of sounds from the offices of Apogee. The servo sounds were the Coke machine, because it had servos doing all sorts of things. You know, taking the coins,
right,
spitting the coins out, delivering the drink. You know, and the hum of the the hum of the compressor,
Right.
and just and the flush of their urinals was used in the game.
cheeky using the toilets.
And actually in Duke Nukem, it was the sound of Duke relieving himself was actually I recorded myself and looped it. The ultimate try to loop it sometime. Do that. Record it and try to loop it. It's not easy. It's not easy to find a loop point.
That's right.
Very 0 points you can find, but loop points. But I think ultimately it had to be cut down, and there was no way to loop it. It just was whatever it was. And I'm letting you once again.
It's all right.
Do all the dirty work.
Oh, sorry. I just shot you in the back.
That's me. That's me just standing in the way.
So I'll go back to get you.
Up. Thank you.
But Duke is another game that obviously I'm a huge fan of, and the music and the sound. I know you did the sounds, and you were joined with
some of the music.
Yes, the music. You did it with Lee Jackson, and
actually Lee and I. Well, Lee probably. I mean, he knew I was working on it, but they didn't say anything about Lee working on it. And Lee and I never really got to get together and go, let's be cohesive on this. He just wrote a bunch of stuff that I never heard. I never heard any of it. And that's why our music is somewhat different in the game.
It's nice though.
There was nothing wrong with it, but he I think I did like 16 pieces of the music in that, and he did at least that many, if not more. But anyway, Duke was not necessarily a warm and fuzzy experience. It wasn't a negative experience, but there were a lot of people working on it, and everybody had their idea of where it should go, and there were several cooks and not a whole lot of waiters in it at times. And so it just it did come together good, though. I mean, people enjoyed it, I know, but it was also a little weird working. Ed and Apogee, of course, had worked together, but Ed moved to take over what Apogee was doing.
Right.
And so there was not hard feelings in it, because I never felt that Scott and George ever had hard feelings about them doing that. But there was a competition.
Right.
And I had to be very careful because I was working with both of them. I kept quiet about what the others were doing. Now they usually showed one another. I mean, if one came to the other's offices, they would, they'd show them the latest, what they were doing, kind of thing. They weren't trying to hide anything or anything like that. But it was a little strange doing that. But I never knowingly let them down in that regard as far as what I was doing. But
I mean, the music from Duke as well was brilliant, and there's a few favorites that from your side that I really like Waterworld, with all the strings.
I loved doing that. I wanted the swirling of the water,
Yeah, it's so it has this total watery. I don't know. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Well, and actually, I don't know that I knew there was that level. I think maybe the song might have inspired the level instead of vice versa. I'm not sure though, or whatever level it was using. I forget. I had really nothing to do. That's the weird thing. See, I had nothing to do with the placement of the where sounds were used.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, where music was used.
Sure.
It was always a level that I didn't necessarily write it for, but it did fit. I mean, John Romero had great sensibility in that regard. He was usually the one that was doing that.
Right.
Now, where'd you go?
Sorry, yeah, I'm just at the start.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And upstairs is...
So, do you have a favorite song from Doom or Doom 2? One that you're kind of close to.
Not really. The one that I get the most. Well, I mean, forget the theme song, so to speak. The one that everybody, Doom's Gate. It ultimately was called.
Yes.
Suspence got a lot, which it played a while ago. Like the second level, maybe.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that, or just thought it was,
Yeah.
But not only that, but I think it sort of fit a lot of levels, and it was good in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see, in Wolfenstein, it's Thinking About My Loved Ones, which was a slow song, a pensive kind of song where I envision the soldier. You saved me, I think.
Yeah, I think just about did.
Because I was about ready to get killed there talking. I was never a prisoner of war, but having been involved in one, I drew from a lot of experience from that, of course, too.
Oh, yeah.
But it just sort of that song came from that as much as anything else that I listened to, and but I never really fell in love with any of them. I mean, it's funny that there's one in Doom 2 called Doom. Doom is the name of it, and it actually I was able to get the FM sound card to do the word Doom. It went sort of like Doom.
Oh, okay, right.
It was an instrument that went and had that kind of metallic sound in it,
Yes.
And it didn't transfer over real good to the wavetable stuff. It was one that sort of suffered a little bit. But I think I was able to actually find some instruments that I could sort of do it. But Carmack didn't like it for Doom. He said, I'm not particularly in love with that one. And I said, well, okay. And I saved it and I played it for him for Doom 2. And he said, I like that.
Oh, wow. So completely changed.
See, it just shows you how one time you listen to a song, you think one thing, and the next time something completely different comes to you.
Right.
And, it's just emotion. It's what it is. It's the human factor.
Absolutely, yeah.
But anyway, so ultimately, most songs that I wrote got used eventually in one game or another because somebody would like it that somebody else didn't like it.
Right, gotcha.
I'm sure I have some left that I never. That's great. Overkill.
Yeah, I love the barrels.
Yes. The barrels were neat, a neat addition to the game, that's for sure.
Yeah, brilliant.
Wouldn't have been the same without them, because it got me killed more than it got the demons.
Yeah. So how much of obviously you're in, you served in the Vietnam War. How much of your influence from that, influenced your music writing? I mean, obviously that's obviously it's incredible. You know, your life story is incredible, but like, how much of that influenced the game's music?
For Doom, just general evil when and people can actually be very evil.
Yeah.
Luckily, it doesn't happen a lot, but in war it does. And you know, you draw on that, and I hate evil. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like to say I hate much of anything, but evil is a bad thing. It's a bad part of humanness, and it can overcome anybody if they're not careful.
Of course, yeah.
Especially when they have power. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh. You 2, you 4, you 6, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get killed here.
Oh, there's a few of them. Sorry,
I gotta run. Thank you. There's the one that's gonna get me.
Yeah, there's a whole load of them up there.
I'd rather be out here.
Still shooting down.
You must have this on I'm in hell.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't know. It's whatever the default setting is. It could be ultra violence, or hurt me
That's
plenty.
cool.
Yeah, it's a default thing, so I don't know actually how to change it.
Thank you.
There we go.
You got the guy that got me.
Oh, really? And this is the maze.
This is a really cool level.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I think I actually had one level that I thought would be good and sort of drew out in this game. This isn't the one, though.
Oh, did you do some mapping?
I did. I goofed around with it.
No way.
I guess maybe that was in Wolfenstein. I think I goofed around with somebody is trying to kill me here.
more monsters.
Or I wandered into the
yeah, this maze it can get really confusing.
Anyway, one level, I think I did a swastika level it was Wolfenstein.
Oh, okay.
That ended up getting into the game, and well, these little things they'll come up on you, won't they?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's not fair.
It's these invisible guys. Yeah, I got them.
That was really great programming and a great idea, you know?
Yeah. I mean, at the time, that looked amazing.
Yeah, anyway, and I'd say I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. It's not the game playing that's got me, it's the chewing
It's
gum.
the chewing the gum.
So we haven't been someplace.
Yeah, I've got all the keys anyway. I've got all the keys.
See.
Yeah.
Okay, I see
I'm
what I
just
need
trying
to
to figure
do.
out how we get out of here. First, you use the map. That would help. Oh, you found it.
Did I?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, wait. Oh, it's back at the start. It's.
Okay, I'm with you.
Oh, it's this way. Yeah, left. Yeah, it's the first left. Yeah, it's just up here. So what were you? Do you remember the software and the hardware you were using back then for writing the music for Doom?
Yes, I was using. I think Cool Edit toward the end of it for the sound effects, and it had all sorts of possibilities. Oh my God, you could take a musical phrase and play it, and it would play it with any sound that you. Oh, I almost got you there.
Yeah.
It would play it with any sound that you loaded into it, and it would sort of be quick pitch shifting without having to actually do it to individual sounds one at a time.
Right.
And but before that, let's see, it was a Turtle Beach piece of software, and it was the only PC audio editing software that was out there.
Oh, wow.
Very limited effects. And what was the name of it? I can't remember it right now. I can't remember.
Okay, no, don't worry, that's fine.
It was Turtle Beach anyway, and
Right.
they are the ones that designed it, programmed it.
Wow.
And let's see, I was using Cakewalk, but I was also using what was the ultimate at the time. Cakewalk sort of overtook it over time. Oh, heck. The listeners will know what I'm talking about. It was, dadgone it. Anyway, it allowed actually making your own, from within it, you could design your own FM instruments and banks, bank files, and the name will come to me the second I don't think about it.
Yeah, we can come back to it. It's no problem.
But anyhow, let's see, what else was I using? I don't think I mean, that's basically what I was using to do what I did.
Cool.
Let's see, of course I was using, it had the, I didn't get the key. It had its own proprietary software to massage the MIDI files.
Oh yeah, Mus, wasn't it, or something it was called?
Yeah, Muse maybe.
Muse, or yeah, Muse. Maybe that was it.
Yeah, and I was able to test whether the music would play properly in it, before I went too far in locking down what I was going to use, what instruments and the like.
Right.
So I'm just wandering around, but I'm safe. I haven't been anywhere that I'm in danger.
So it's grand.
Just generally wreaking havoc.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die! Oh, it's fine.
Did I get you?
No, I got myself into one of those corners.
Oh, I see where you are. Okay.
It was a room of death. Do we need to get the keys again? I think we need to get the keys. Let me see. We might need to get the yellow keys again. Yeah, we need to get the keys. That's fine. I can get them.
Oh, there's red. I know I saw blue.
Yeah, the blue. I know
somewhere.
The yellow's down here. Or the blue's here.
What? You know what? I've got this thing at the 1920 setting, and it's cutting off the bottom of the screen.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm not even I'm seeing the 0%, and I'm seeing, it looks like, are you familiar with, and you probably aren't, and there'd be no reason why you necessarily would be, the term Kilroy was here?
Kilroy was here. It sounds familiar, actually.
In World War II, soldiers wrote that, and a guy had done a graphic of it looked like a guy was looking over a fence. You could see his nose up to the top of his head, and you could see his hands. And they put Kilroy was here, and that meant that soldiers had been there.
Oh, okay.
And so our hero in this game, the Marine, is doing Kilroy to me. I can see from his nose up.
Okay. Yeah.
And I only know that from the research I did for Wolfenstein.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I ran into that as part of that.
Wow. I mean, that's cool that you did actually. I don't know a lot of composers, and I don't know whether they get into the into the feel of it and research a bit about the game that they're doing. And I think that's really important to do that. To research about a game, especially Wolfenstein, because it's about World War II, and it's about the Nazis and that. So I think it's interesting that you did that.
Well, I don't think I could have really done it without it. It wouldn't have been the same. I mean, it would have just sort of been rinky-tinky music,
right?
I think, and which is fine. I mean, I don't think I have the key, but
it's okay. I've got them all. So
I just turned the game off. I hit the wrong switch on the keyboard. Do you have the red key? Is that red? That doesn't look red.
I have the yellow, red, and blue. But we can go to the next level. It's no problem.
Oh, that's okay. Good. You can go ahead and do it.
I think we're actually nearly done anyway. We're right at the end. I'm just clearing out this room of. Yeah, actually, that was the ending. So we're okay. There we go.
Now I do like this song.
Yeah,
because I did write it for this purpose, for this screen, and I thought it was worked really good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But and on FM it has a funk. I can't even say it, but it's a chunk funk kind of thing without the ch.
Right.
On the bass drum, and I just like it. I mean, it sounds
it's like
cool.
a real chuddy kind of. Yeah. That's awesome.
So you have another level.
Yeah.
Are we at the final level?
Yeah, I think we've got two. We missed the secret level, but that doesn't matter. We still have plenty more levels to do. Two more levels, or was it one? Yeah, that's 2 levels. So, like, when you started on the Doom music, Bobby, were you already, at it, like, working for them, like, full time?
I never worked full time. I was always a contractor.
A contractor, okay.
Yeah, well, under the law, if you do your own thing, and people just tell you what they need, and you do it your own way in your own time and stuff like that, it's called an independent contractor.
Sure. Yeah.
And so you're not actually an employee. So no, I never worked. Now I did work more than full time when I went to visit them.
Mm-hmm.
And that was to tie up loose ends and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, but you were going to ask me a question because I was keying on the full-time thing.
Oh no, it's okay. It was let me see. I mean, let me see my questions here.
About doing the music. Did I do any music while I was with them?
Yeah,
maybe,
or did you do it from at home, or were you kind of sporadically going in there and writing music?
No, I did it totally away from them. I did write. I know at least one, and that's one where I went in and watched from the hall, not the hall, but from the room where everybody could get together, and some people, it was their offices.
Mm-hmm.
I could be in there and see Carmack at his desk. It was late one night, and it's called, the name of the song is, God, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it just came to me by watching him.
Right.
I thought that'd make a good pensive kind of a tune,
Cool. It was from Doom 2 or Doom 1?
It was in Doom 2, I'm almost sure.
Yeah.
Something the code. It's something the code.
Let me just see if I can find it here, actually, because I should be able to have the Doom 2 soundtrack.
You know,
and I'll get the list of songs.
Deep Into the Code.
Oh, that could have been it. Yeah. So
And
yeah,
it's just a pensive kind of a piece, backgroundy. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's, but I'm sure that's what it was called.
yeah. I have a list here. There's Running from Evil, The Healer Stalks, Countdown to Death, Between Levels, the one you were talking about earlier on called Doom, In the Dark, Sean's Got the Shotgun, the Dave Taylor Blues, Into Sandy City, the Demon's Dead, Waiting for Romero to Play. Was that it?
No, but that. No. I think that was something I'd already written, and I said that's what I need to listen to when I'm waiting for Romero to play the game and test out the music and sound effect. Because see, working on the sound effects now, this was not real time stuff. There was no plug it in and immediately play the game. They had to compile the blame thing.
Wow. Okay.
So I had to go to Romero and say, okay, I've put the sound effects in the right directory. Can you compile the game with those in it? And he'd a lot of times go, well, I've got this and that to do. And so I just basically waited around and worked on other stuff, waiting for him to play the game.
Play the game, yeah.
And
that makes sense.
I'd then make mental notes of like that sound effect of the pinky guys.
Yes.
The pigs.
That's my favorite sound.
that I was trying to time them falling and all that and get it, and I had to do several iterations of it to get the timing to where it fit,
Right.
So he would have to play it and then I'd test it out, but I'd make a note, and I was really amazed at myself sometimes how I could literally do it on one mistake. I mean, I would do it where it didn't quite be right, and I'd take it back and get it right the second time without having to do it more than once. But that was the first one that I was trying to do that on, as I recall.
Wow.
And some of those names came after the songs, just because they fit part of the game. Sure. I think the Healer Stalks, I wrote that based upon the Healer. I saw the Healer before I wrote it. It was based on Caribbean music. It's got that kind of a feel to it, because the Healer looked like one of those skeletons that you see in voodoo, I guess.
Oh, right. Yeah.
In the Caribbean. And it hit me, and I went, well, I'm going to do something sort of Caribbean-ish.
Yes.
Caribbean-ish.
Yeah.
No such word, I'm sure. But Caribbean-ish. And,
right.
And so it became the Healer Stalks.
That makes sense. Yeah, I always wondered about that song because it was really creepy. And that makes sense.
Yeah, that was, you reminded me of that. Thank you. Because I was, most of them, though, I already had roughed out, and they had no name.
Yeah, sure.
At the time. Now, I had a bunch of files that have since hit the internet that I didn't even know that anybody had a copy of, because they were used not files. Back then, you had 8 alphanumerics dot 3 alphanumerics for a file name.
Right.
And that's all you had in DOS, 8.3. And so when I roughed out anything or had any kind of an idea or worked on a song or whatever, I would say, I named it UN 0000 whatever, some numbers, thinking I might have tens of thousands. No, not really, but and I would pull from those that were uh, were not just flat out rips of stuff, you know, and and I had some other naming convention for the ones I was working on, though, and I can't remember. But anyway, evidently those got siphoned on off of my computer onto its computers, and Romero released them, I don't know, sometime. At least that's what I was told.
Right.
And so a lot of people are comparing those, I'm sure, with stuff that got released, and some of those were actually used in the final game. So I don't know, but anyway, so anyway, I would after, I don't know that I named all the songs. I think some other people came up with names too, and we just started generally using those, and that's they really didn't have a name. I don't think they had names when they went out into the game. They didn't.
Okay.
That was done afterwards.
Someone just picked them, or yeah.
Yeah. But the reason for it was certainly before it was written. And somebody I went to sleep here.
No, it's all right.
I was back in Ed's offices there for a moment. But anyhow, now how did I get up here? There is where I got up here.
Whereabouts are you? Start maybe.
I am up a level somewhere. Here's the elevator.
That's all good. So, is there any do you have any music from Doom that hasn't been released to like the general public?
I probably do, but I put a lot of that stuff away. I just killed myself. Oh. Just leave me dead for a minute so I can talk.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff that's like in storage on. I sort of archived on CDs. And by the way, they used to say these CDs won't be around. Well, a lot of them that I stored in not too good a location, I'm still able to read off of them. And I was able to put them on. Have you gotten yourself a drive that'll do 50 gigabyte M discs?
Oh, M discs, yeah. I don't know actually. I don't think so.
I bought one that will do it. They're dirt cheap. I mean, they're like all drive of that sort of drive now. They're not expensive at all.
Sure.
Of course, the M discs are sort of pricey, but I moved a bunch of stuff to those when they first came out, and those are supposed to last basically forever, unless you really abuse them.
Yeah.
But those old CDs, data CDs, but the sad thing is that there was no archive, there was no librarian for them back in the day, and I wrote very cryptic things on them.
Right.
So I've got to go through all of that, and you know, I want to move into the future, and the past will hang you.
Yeah.
Basically, it'll hang you up, and you won't get anywhere. You know, maybe one of these days I'll get all that stuff together, and I'd like to release the MIDI files and see what people do with them.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to hear your unreleased, stuff from any of your games, like Blake Stone or Jig 3D or Rise of the Triad. I'd love to hear.
I did up the Duke stuff, and it's well, I can send you a copy, but it's God. Well, I know it's on. It was my first test case of getting something put up on iTunes,
Mm-hmm.
And my 16 songs, I actually wanted to do two discs with Lee, but Lee was not feeling especially well, and
Right.
at the time, and he's in the hospital right now, I believe.
Oh, right.
But I did my 16, but I can send you a copy. That's what I'll do.
Cool. Yeah,
I mean, I wasn't expecting it to do anything. I just wanted to sort of archive it. But I also did the music from the first game I worked on for Apogee. Alan Blum's Fly. It's where you're flying over, the world is moving underneath you.
Right.
What was it called?
Let's see if I can find it here.
I'll tell you what.
It was an Apogee game, was it?
Yeah, it would be. I worked on several of those kind of games. I don't want to misstate it.
Let's have a look. Okay.
It would have been 92 or 93 it came out.
Okay, there was a list here. I don't know. I know you've done some of these games here. I can see Alien Carnage, Biomenace, Blakestone, Boppin', Commander Keen, Cosmo, Cosmic Adventure, Crystal Caves, Dark Ages, Death Rally, Duke Nukem 1 and 2, Major Striker, Matt Rescue, Monster Bash,
It's Major Striker.
Oh, Major Striker. Okay, yeah, I was just looking at that one actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I redid the music for that. I'm on the wrong computer to.
Oh, no way.
Tell you that. Let me wake it up for a second.
That's all right. It's okay.
Well, I was just going to make sure I'm telling you right. And that computer is taking its time to come up. It was just asleep, but they're slow to wake up.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've tried to, when I had any spare time, I've tried to do upgraded versions of some of that early music, using better instruments and that sort of thing. But I'll get you a copy of them.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
All of that stuff, it's probably up on YouTube. Somebody's put them up on YouTube, and
sure,
who has time to? If people want stuff that's truly original, they can buy it. If they rip a copy, I'm happy for them.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't bother me at all.
Oh, okay, you're very good.
Because music is a good thing. Spread it around.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's nice to get paid to make it.
Yeah,
for sure. But I like stuff getting a life of its own.
Definitely. So I was going to ask actually, did you take any mementos when you're at your time at id? Do you have any posters or any little monster models or anything? Did you take anything?
No.
Oh, no way.
No. Let's see. There was one early award for sound that came in, and they've got that. I didn't take it. Now, any awards that I might have had something to do with sound design or whatever, they've got them or whatever.
Oh, we have to track that down and give it to you.
Yeah, well, it's okay. I mean, it's just a thing.
Sure. It's not, a bit of recognition is.
I did. Let's see. I did get a letter from id real early on after doing Commander King, the second Commander King.
Mm-hmm.
That Tom Hall had done a little artwork on it, and they'd all signed, "Thank you you did an awesome job," and all that.
That's amazing.
Of course, that came to me through the mail. That was snail mail.
Right.
And I do have some emails. I wish I had the first email, or it wasn't an email, it was called a message then because it was on a board.
Oh, message board, yeah.
That was before people were on the internet. I had typed out with a dot matrix on yellow paper, baby. It was an unending roll of paper, like toilet paper. It was yellow.
Wow.
And I have an early one from Scott, but not the original where we were going back and forth about he liked what I'd said or whatever, and I'm going to call you tomorrow and all that. I don't have that, but I do have probably every email I did with Duke Nukem, and tons of where I made lists of sound effects, because I literally did. I know I did well over. I'll say it was in the thousands of sound effects for that game.
Wow!
Because everybody had their opinion on it.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a committee that decides, and there's nothing wrong with that necessarily, but I would send a sound effect that I thought was perfect for what was needed, and wow, we don't want to let them go, do we?
Yeah. That's the best thing about
we were playing the game.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to end up having to shoot a barrel to
Yeah, I'll let you do the pleasure. I'll let you do the pleasure. That's great.
Oh man, I forgot it killed them all.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Anyway, I would send a sound effect. It would go through committee or whatever, or they'd play it until they were sick of it. You know, play the level. Same thing with the music sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Love it, and then we got to have something else because they were tired of it. Well, yeah, you'll get tired of it if you listen to it a million times over and over. And so I would do other stuff. I would do several different versions and send it. And what would end up in the game? The first one. You know, because it was the one that worked the best. Yeah. The first song, the first, whatever.
Oh, it's always the way. Oh, with me it's the same. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And, so it's good if you're contracting, you're getting paid by the time that you spend. Always. If I'm going to be doing sound effects, then I will be charging for every remake and all the potentials, And actually, I did the sound effects for Duke Nukem because nobody else knew what they were doing.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't contracted, although it became part of my contract, I guess, without it ever being on paper.
Sure.
But like I did 99% of them, and I spent a ton of time on those things.
Yeah. And the sounds of Duke Nukem are really good as well. Love the sounds in Duke Nukem. They're so punchy. I mean, you're obviously dealing with the 8-bit sounds in Duke as well. But
sadly, 8-bit and sometimes 4K.
Oh, right.
Instead of 8K.
Yeah.
All to get frame rate and get more graphics
size. But there's something to be said about. I mean, I was having this conversation with Kevin Schilder, and there's something to be said about the 8-bit sounds because they have this, grit and like dirt about them that just sounds so cool.
You're right.
It changes.
You are right. You're without a doubt. But when you update the graphics and you put out an upgraded version of the same game, or you actually do it with higher resolution graphics and all that, and then you have digital music going on, and you have those little noisy sound effects, it's very obvious.
It's very obvious, yeah. The 16-bit compared to 8-bit and 4-bit, yeah.
And I kept a good many of the 16-bit or excuse me, a 44.1K sample with, yeah, I guess they were 16-bit. They weren't 24. I know that. But,
yeah.
But I didn't keep all of them because even then, you didn't have these huge hard drives, and I was just running out of space.
Sure.
Sure. There was no space to store numerous iterations of the same thing.
Yeah, of course.
So much for what you learn over time,
Absolutely.
Ask for final approval of where the music's used and what music is used. No rough drafts or covers or anything like that.
Yeah.
And definitely get paid for all the work you do.
Sure.
Now I was a weird one, and this was really, you'd think, oh, he's an attorney. He was really sharp on this. It really turned out in my early talks with Apogee that they said, we'll pay something per game. And I said, well, that I think that might be fair,
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what we did. So I ended up having a percentage in the games.
Beautiful.
And same thing with Doom and all the rest. But over time, because of extra expenses and I got all these sob stories, I reduced what I got to my detriment, much to my detriment.
Right. Okay.
And then they, of course, became mega sellers, and everybody became millionaires, but not I.
Oh.
Not that I would have, mind you. Not that I was even looking for it.
Sure.
The millionaire stuff is what tore a lot of these companies apart.
Yeah, and we were talking. We were talking about that as well.
Money became the thing, and the love of the game took a back seat.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was that way with a lot of the games I worked on, and to this day, of course, nothing comes in on any of the old ones anymore. But I still maintain ownership of the music. I don't of Doom. I got my fill of working on those projects, and their heart wasn't really in it to me anymore. It wasn't fun. It was work, and so I sold out to them. But all the other stuff, I still maintain the ownership of it, and it's good in that I would care about it and see to it that maybe it gets another life after its original life.
Absolutely. That's why I'm doing this Composers Play. I think you deserve all the recognition for doing all this stuff and for being in the gaming industry and pushing the envelope to as far as you could with the technology you had. It's amazing.
Well, thank you for that. But
yeah,
it was fun. I love overcoming a stumbling block that looks like you cannot overcome it. I really do.
Yeah.
And especially when it comes to technology and mechanical things.
Right.
And I'm in my domain there, sort of.
Sure. If you listen to the new Doom soundtrack from the new Doom game, that what's his name? I've forgotten his name now. I mentioned it earlier on. Mick Gordon, yeah. Did Mick Gordon contact you? And have you listened to it?
I have not. I just sort of got away from Doom, not by any choice or anything, but I just sort of didn't follow it. Hadn't been following it. And I actually worked with a guy that was Brad Carney, who was known as Carnival, and worked on one of the mods of the programming of a mod for Doom that was extremely popular, and it's sort of been, I don't know, it may still be, some people may still be into it, but I worked on one of his games that he did totally on his own a while back, a year or so ago. And that I didn't even realize. I mean, I knew modding was going on, but I didn't realize it was as big as it was.
Yeah.
I just hadn't kept up with it. So I haven't seen all of the later Doom stuff. I watched a video of maybe the one before the latest one. Is that the one he worked on?
The 2016 Doom. It's the most latest one. Yeah.
No, I had not listened to it. I'll go do that.
Yeah, it's like you'd be happy to know that he uses a lot of the Doom like riffs and stuff that you wrote into the music.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. Yeah,
I'm glad.
Yeah, me too, man. And like
a throwback.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly. And it's what he did with the soundtrack is very much different from what you did, but at the same time, it still has that rock stuff and also has this kind of electronic music mixed with the ambient stuff. So, again, it's kind of just taking what you did and then just making it modern. But it's I'm glad that he kept a lot of your riffs and a lot of the compositions that you did in the music.
Well, I consider that an honor that he do that, but it's well, whoever owns it now, it's their baby, and it probably that music will probably, well, some of it will die. It'll go away. I mean, people won't know of it. The theme song, it might live on and on and on.
Yeah, I will. There's no doubt about
it. But it's just sad that a lot of game music is going to die at the hands of corporations that they don't.
Yeah.
There'll be people that'll ask for permission because I tell them, I don't control the mechanical rights anymore. You'd have to go to what is the name of the company? It's huge.
ZeniMax or something, is it? Or Bethesda?
Well, I think they even own Bethesda now.
Yeah.
It's the overall corporation. Anyway, it's huge.
Yeah.
Corporations that are huge like that, they don't respond because it's chump change for them. It's nothing.
Yeah.
For somebody to give them $50 so they can record their favorite song and sell it,
Sure.
And then they're supposed to pay per copy after they do more than the $50 or $100, whatever is the going rate.
Yeah.
For X number of copies. And so that music is just basically going to die, is what it's going to do, because nobody knows about it. It'll now with the internet, maybe it won't. Somebody will probably one of these days will be going through the Google Plex bytes of information.
Yeah.
And they'll come upon a little song that somebody did for a little game, and they'll be inspired by it, and they'll re-release it, and of course it'll be way out of copyright.
Right. Yeah.
And they'll give it life again. They'll go, that was a good song.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you look at it this way, the Doom 2 soundtrack, and that's just one video I have open here. It's got 200,000 views.
Yeah.
That's just one video. There's another one here with 2.3 million from Doom 1 and Doom 2. So it just shows you, this stuff is never. It's always going to live. And
is that on YouTube?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. See, YouTube's pocketing all that money. They're not paying anybody.
It's shocking. That's absolutely shocking.
From YouTube for the music that I own, that I control, I'll get a check for a penny about every 3 months.
That's
and
shocking.
It's just a joke. It's a joke. YouTube is the biggest ripoff of music that ever existed. Do I mind it? Google's making so much money that they could afford to pay, but for the joy of the people that are getting to hear it, I don't care.
Yeah, that's a good way to be, but at the same time, shouldn't be ripping composers off. And how do we make a living? Like, if we're not getting the royalties that we're deserved.
Exactly. And who do you contact about it?
Yeah.
Scott, I mean, there's no human being to contact.
Right.
It's all machines basically looking at stuff and sending back a pat answer. If you make a complaint about getting ripped, the chances of them doing anything about it are slim to none. And then again, their software it came up one time and said that I had ripped somebody off in a song. I know I didn't rip this person off. And I said, who the hell are these people that say that they have the rights to this song? And I went and played the original song. It was totally electronic and mine was symphonic.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't even the same. It had nothing in common with what I did. It was a fluke or something. And but of course, I was the one that was having to take time to prove to them this isn't the case. And I said, you go and I emailed them, and I think a human actually responded to that.
Wow.
And I said, I did not rip it. Do not take it down. It's mine. But can you do that for 100, 200, 500 songs?
Right. Yeah.
You'll be spending your whole life.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
there you go.
And you can use any of that you want to, but you don't have to by any means.
Okay.
I would tell that freely to our compatriots, our peers.
Sure.
Get paid for it up front.
Right.
Because otherwise you may not ever see a penny.
Sure.
And it's your problem, not theirs. I mean,
of course.
I'm going to be filing a lawsuit against a company that has just literally, by sticking their tongue out at me, has used some of my stuff, and it's going to take time out of my life, though.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's
it is sad.
That's awful.
But otherwise, I've stayed away from the stuff and all that. I mean, I know people have claimed, well, you ripped all your stuff off. Well, if somebody uses some of my stuff, I have no hard feelings about it. If they use a taste of it, or if they use a whole, the whole feel of the thing, good for them.
Yeah.
If they make money off of it, at least it made some more money.
Sure.
For somebody, rather than the corporations just sucking it up.
Yeah. Damn them.
Yeah.
So, So, on another note, so this is I love this song from Doom. This is probably one of my favorite songs. Like this song, I love because you have all the volume automation and all the guitar all the guitar stuff is so awesome. But like, and I was talking to you earlier on about the using pedal kind of music. So like this one's cool. It has this low C, and you're switching between like two chords. It's just and it's so it's so effective. And then you have the guitar line. you know?
Yes.
It's so cool. And,
Right.
yeah, and I'm not much of a piano player, but, you know, it makes so much of a difference, like, you know? It's brilliant, like,
Yeah.
and this is
Well,
this is one
thank you.
this is one of my favorite tracks because it just has that.
I,
It's so, because this is the end of the level, and it just has this kind of sad, morbid feeling. Like you don't know what's going to happen at the end of the level. It's brilliant, and I love that. Like,
a lot of these old songs that are out of copyright, and she turns them into comes up with words that are funny. She plays a chicken lady.
yeah,
And,
right.
And she, so I do charts for her, and I listen to these old recordings. These are like the first recordings that were done on wax,
right,
and talk about trying to figure what chord they're playing when you've got a lot of needle noise and they weren't really that close, and the singer is taking all the bandwidth
right, yeah.
or all the frequencies out of it, you know. But so I've become fairly adept at doing that. I was born with a good ear. That was a blessing to me.
It's evident, yeah.
I never had to train it, man. It's
nice.
there.
That's a gift, man.
Now, I'm sure that's a gift with you too.
Oh,
it is with most musicians. You know,
sure.
you know what's right.
Yeah.
You know, and if it's off, it sort of makes your teeth hurt a little bit.
Yes,
the write-off is great.
Yeah.
I mean, like blues, the write-off. Oh man, I love that edge on my teeth.
Yeah, man, it's awesome.
Anyway, I will do. I'll look at these chords and I'm fascinated with how the same chord can be used so many different ways,
right?
Just based upon other small things. They're literally an unlimited palette is what we've got with those 12 tones.
Yeah,
in the different octaves.
Absolutely, inversions, different roots, and like adding different sharp 5s and sharp 6 and flat 9s and everything.
Oh yes, yeah. And it sort of tickles me how the certain people decided that the tritone was the Jimi Hendrix, and Jimi Hendrix, of course, was the first guitarist that I know of to use it the way he did.
Yeah.
So I've heard other earlier recordings, but of course it was used in a lot of music.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely.
You know, outlaw music back then too.
Right.
Back in the day, and I'm sure it was toyed around with a lot by the great classical composers.
Sure.
But they knew better than to mess with
yeah.
tape, you know. I'm listening to these early recordings. I'm in awe of what these people did before the internet, before you could go learn how to do something on the internet.
Yeah.
You know, if I want to know how to use a piece of software, somebody has explained what I need.
Right. Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case, of course. When I first started, I had to make do with what I had. I mean, when I learned to play the guitar, that was back in the old days when we walked to school, you know. No, I would buy an album 33 1/3 RPM, and like Freddie King or 45. Yeah. I'd wet my finger. I'd put the 45 on 33 1/3. But even if I wanted to get every nuance, I would wet my thumb and drag it on the side of the record to slow it down so I could hear what he was doing.
No way.
You know, yeah. And now, you know, any piece of software, audio software, you just say, okay, don't change the pitch, but slow this down.
Slow down.
I want to hear it. And you can sit there, and of course, it can do some weird things, but you can actually hear what somebody's doing, you know.
Yeah.
And I thought I had to work for it. These people aren't having to work for it.
all they gotta do is type in a few keys, and it's like, boom, there you go.
Man, I love it though. That's power. I love power.
Yeah. But like, it has its drawbacks as well. I mean, I was having this discussion with my brothers and my parents. You know, they're all musos. They're all musicians. And is it a good thing having all this access to music? Back in the 60s and 50s, you only had radio and you didn't have anything else. So you're listening to music from your friends, and you weren't surrounded by music. Now we have music everywhere. You're able to listen to all types of genres. Is it a good thing or a bad thing that we're able to have this such ease of access to music? Does it become saturated? It's a kind of an interesting topic. It's one you could talk for a long time, you know.
Oh, we could, and I'll just have this to say about it. I was lucky. I was born in the 40s, but became aware in the 50s, really.
Mm-hmm.
But, first of all, my mother kept the radio on all the time. The stations, even I remember the radio from when I might have just been barely talking. I'm not kidding you. Right. I remember because I loved it. And my mother loved the old songbook stuff, the stuff with those wonderful chords and amazing arrangements.
Right.
And just lessons for anybody, no matter what music you're gonna work on. Those people knew what they were doing, and they were masters, I swear. Sure. But anyway, she played those kind of songs, and when I first started singing, I sang harmony. I didn't sing melody.
Oh,
I didn't want to sing melody. I wanted to sing harmony. I harmonized with anything anybody was singing. I did the harmony right away. It felt good to me, you know.
That's interesting. That's like the opposite for most people, you know.
It was weird, and my brother loved to sing the lead, so we did the Everly Brothers stuff and all this early rock and roll. But in the 50s, let me tell you, radio was unbelievable because you'd hear Frank Sinatra, then you'd hear Fats Domino on the next cut that they played, and then you'd hear Elvis, and then you'd hear possibly a song from the 30s, and then you'd hear some more rock and roll, and it was a lesson in music, man.
Yeah.
So that's the power of what people have now. They can go back and listen to the old stuff, and it's all out there. I mean, now I praise YouTube for having all this old stuff out there. I do, because you can't find it anywhere, and if you do find it, somebody did a lousy job of getting it off the record or whatever, or they did too much noise reduction or whatever.
Sure.
And it's not the way it originally sounded, or they pitch shifted it, whatever. You can hear the actual originals of many of that stuff, and you can go, well, here's the way that people did it to get this feeling. Here's the way that people were doing it to get a different feeling. And it gives you all sorts of ideas, and it's not that you're going to take what they did and do the exact same thing. It's that you're going to do something in that vein that came from them and actually came from other musicians of their era, because they listened very carefully to what everybody else was doing.
Sure.
I mean, you know, they'd walk down the street and there were piano players in New York City. There were piano players out on the street playing the latest songs, trying to get people to buy the sheet music.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was their YouTube of the day. If you lived in New York City, you had access to the latest music, you know, until radio came and sort of took that over. So I think it's good, but you can get lost in it too. And then
Yeah.
you're looking at something and you've got one thing on your mind and you look over and it says, see the world's fattest person. And you go, I'm going to look at that. And you click on it and then you're gone. For the next hour, you're watching all these ridiculous things that people want you to watch.
That's right.
It had nothing to do with what you were there for.
Yeah. You're like, you're watching the music on, Frank Sinatra or something. And then the next video, you're like, after a few, 10, 15 videos, you're like, why am I watching a panda sneezing? It's,
that's right.
It's absolutely,
that's right.
It's a vicious circle.
And the 60s were sort of the same way, though toward the end of the 60s, my generation was starting to take over with what people are going to like and that kind of thing. And it got less and less. They still played the Frank Sinatra, but it was less. And man, the Mills Brothers, oh my God, what harmonies these people did. It's a lesson in harmony, man. And those groups that did the quartets, the four aces, the four freshmen, those guys, the harmonies they did was a lesson in harmony, man.
Yeah.
And, they did some wonderful stuff. And it would behoove anybody, especially learning a limited note instrument like a ukulele or a guitar, limited note zone. It's only 6-note polyphony there for the guitar, unless you're Tommy Emmanuel, and I think he gets hundreds out of it.
Yeah.
But on the ukulele, it's quadrophonic.
Right.
Polyphony. I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's interesting to hear you talk about it, and we can talk about this for a while, but I personally feel new music, modern music, is getting simpler and simpler and losing all those nice harmonies that you'd hear in the 60s, the 60s records. And I don't know what it is, whether it's laziness or it's just people just want to hear the catchy melodies, but I just feel the actual musicality of modern pop music is not what it was. I mean, look back all these, Nat King Cole's and Frank Sinatra's, and all these old school songwriters. It's amazing. It's just I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but I feel I think we've just music's gotten simpler.
It did, and that's what rock and roll did. That's why the generation before me didn't like rock and roll, because it wasn't the stuff that you necessarily fall in love with, that they fell in love with and married, and they've had through their early life.
Right.
And rock and roll was an answer to, I want to play an instrument, but I really don't want to learn it.
Right.
And so people would learn 3 chords and they could do a rock and roll song.
Yeah.
Which was great. I mean, power to the people, and thankfully, a lot of those people went well beyond the 3 chords. They went, oh man, I'm going to do this and that. Yeah. But there's always a simplification, and it's happening again. You're right.
Yeah.
It's happening in the fact that you can go take what somebody else has recorded and use it in a new song, and make it say something else other than what it was originally said. But it's a matter of, if you can hear it, you can do it, and if you can find what you're hearing, you just plug it in, and you're still having to work for it, but it's not the work. Musicians don't like it because they had to work to become a musician,
Right.
I had to work at it. I had to learn all this stuff, and now you don't have to learn it. You just take it but you know what? Scott, that's what's going to happen, man. The computer is going to start composing some unbelievably good music. It's going to take what you did, and it's going to emulate you. It's going to say, well, what if he had to do something new? What would you do? Let's put it in A minor. Let's see what he would have done in A minor.
Right.
And it'll go to everything minor you ever did and little catches of it.
Right.
And how are we to know that that's really not what's going on inside of us a little bit?
Sure.
You know, that it's a little bit of what we learn. Well, it is. It's a little bit of what you learned but the muse, and that's when something hits you strongly. You hit a chord and it speaks a whole song to you.
Yeah.
That maybe, I don't know, computers or robots, whatever they are, then we'll probably even start having something similar to that.
Yeah.
It'll emulate it at least.
It's a bit scary to think about.
It is, and but nothing, no robots will, I don't care how good they are, will ever do what humans do when they play music live.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, no,
You'll always want that human connection.
Yeah.
I mean, think of the greatest recordings you've ever heard of the greatest classical pieces, your most favorite, if you have any favorites.
Yeah.
Listen to it on a record. You know, you'll get a few chills. You'll go, oh, I love that part. Oh, my God, that's so great what they did there. But you go listen to it in person, and you'll sit there and cry or laugh, you know, depending on what, because the humans are putting across the emotion, and it may even be it may even be that electrons that we share, that we feel that, you know, as well as the music. It's the way those people that recorded your music, it's the way they did it that gave it a lot of what it is.
Yeah, it's something that can never be replicated by any kind of AI or,
I don't think so. We may be wrong. Now, clones, they'll be able to do it. And I don't doubt that there aren't already some that are around that we're not told of it, and they don't know it. Yeah,
it's a scary thought, though, isn't
it? It is in a way, and in another way, it doesn't really bother me. They won't live on like the person that they're cloned from.
Sure.
They'll have their own experiences, their own whatever. But it certainly would answer the question of how much is nurture and how much is nature.
Right. Yeah.
That'll be interesting, won't it?
It will be. Well,
I mean, I'd love to see that question answered. What's genetic and what's what you got from just existing?
Sure. Yeah, it is scary to think about it, but
there's all sorts of horrible things that can happen. There's also all sorts of wonderful things. I mean, I can think of more horrible than wonderful, maybe, but that's because I've watched too much science fiction.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah.
Oh man.
So anyway, great discussion. I don't have many. I've got a few more questions, but I think we could probably finish off. Will we go down and shoot a few monsters?
Sure.
Yeah.
You feel free to ask though. I know we were supposed to have been doing this, and I just got lost.
No, it's great. I know it's great. I love just having the chat.
So where'd you go? Out this way?
Yeah, downstairs. Yeah.
And you're taking care of everybody for me.
That's no problem.
That's good.
There we go. So what would be like? I've got a few more questions, but this be a kind of important question. What are your best memories back then working on these games, especially working on Doom?
The times that we had time just to goof around together.
Yeah.
All sorts of guy sort of things going on, off not politically correct jokes and things.
Brilliant.
A lot of times we'd Well, they were more interested in what I'd done because I was up and all that. Not that I wasn't interested in what they'd done, but most of them, was their first experience out in the world, you know. And we sometimes talk about stuff like that, but watching them do what they did was fascinating to me.
Wow.
And we really had some good times. There were very few. I loved watching them play Dungeons and Dragons.
Right. Yeah.
John Carmack was a great dungeon master, and they would take off literally when we were working on Wolfenstein and Doom, early part of Doom anyway. They would take off a half a day at least a week and play, and I'd just sit and watch them. I might work on some stuff, but at the time we were all together in the same area.
That's cool.
And they truly enjoyed it. And to me, sort of the death of the magic was they didn't do it anymore. They quit.
Yeah.
They quit doing that. And it sort of took away from some of the camaraderie, you know. But
yeah,
for the most part, I wouldn't take anything for having had the experience and getting to do it. And
sure.
Same thing with the other games. You know, it was great fun working on them, and it gave me a chance to do what I love to do, and that is play around with sound.
Yeah, I mean, like you're obviously so passionate about it, and like, you know, it shows in your work.
Well, thank you. Oh my God.
Oh, these guys.
I'm gonna go.
It's the Bruiser Brothers. These guys, yeah, Barons of Hell.
How did he know to come after me when there was you over there? See, how do I move from side to side? I never figured that out.
Yeah, so be holding Alt.
Holding Alt.
Alt, okay. Yeah, and then that's half of the battle if you can strafe them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Doom. Just using the strafe.
Yeah, without strafe, life is not worth living.
Exactly.
And I just proved that, didn't I?
Yes.
Let's see, where do I? Okay, I got it. I don't think I've been on this level since I last played this game when it was out.
Oh, really? Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. So did you get rid of both of them?
No, actually, I've left one for you.
See, I would have to do. Oh, I don't want to do that. Now, how come I'm not seeing you?
Oh, whereabouts
I see. I've got to push this.
Press the
get
button.
In there.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
No, it's all right.
I was confusing that.
There you go. But I actually need some more health. Oh, you've only got pistol. Oh, it's granny actually. Oh, you're getting him when he's not hitting you. Brilliant. Yep.
My way of winning a game.
Yeah, actually, that might work. Let's see if we can trap him in.
You think I'll actually get to kill him?
Probably if you have enough bullets. That's great. That's probably one of the strategies I might have used when I was a kid. Actually, come to think about it.
You think I can go in there and just hit him and do it? Let's try it.
Okay, I'll help you. Oh, sorry. He's actually.
That's all right. That's all right. You're hitting me instead.
Yeah.
He's after you now.
He's after me. Yeah.
Good programming.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Good programming. Really,
well,
seriously.
I have the bigger gun actually, so that does make sense. Oh no!
We almost got him.
We almost got him. Oh man.
So now will he refresh?
No, he won't. He'd be the same health. He'd be the same health. Yeah.
Well, this time.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be able to get him.
It's but like it's interesting. You were talking about the camaraderie between you and the guys. as I said, I've mentioned Kevin Schilder before, but a lot of the questions that he answered are very similar from what you're saying. You know, he said exactly the same thing. You know, he misses. You know, he loved hanging around and, you know, working on the game together and just hanging out together. You know.
Hey, I got him. You got him.
Yeah, man.
We got him.
But
what's going on?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Man, now that was amazing in the day.
Yeah, look at that! Like
that you got to see that happen.
It's amazing. But
hey, has anybody done a remake of the Sweet Little Bunny Is Dead? What is it? It's the last.
Oh, Daisy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Has anybody done a remake of that? Because I don't know that I've heard it. Now, what will this bring up?
Yeah, so this is the end of the episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately. I was having too much fun. But yeah, so no, I was saying I was talking to Kevin Schilder about the camaraderie, and like you said exactly the same thing. You know, like he missed all that, getting together at work and hanging around with the team, and yeah, it's amazing. Like
it does make for it's difficult working at a distance, even with the tools they have now, which is almost like being there. It's not being there,
right?
You know.
Yeah.
And a wonderful result can come from never having met people, because I've had it happen to me. Mm-hmm. I've had things that were very successful that I never met the other people ever. You know, right. I saw them, you know, via the internet, but I never met them in person. Mm. But you lose a little bit in the translation. Plus, you get forgotten. Sure. When decisions are made. You don't have your input when people are making the decision. But yeah, it's much better to be there. But then again, I got a lot more done when I was just working by myself. There was no loud noises going on, no
right,
you know, screaming, no people asking you, do you want to go grab something to eat or whatever. You just in your zone.
Distractions.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So,
but it's been absolutely wonderful doing this with you. Like, to think that, you know, it's 20 years ago, you know, my younger self playing this game, going, loving the music. Like, the music and the sounds were the, you know, the main part of most of the games I played, and being here now and then playing Doom with you cooperative is just, it's just amazing. There's no words to describe how awesome it is.
Well, it's a super experience for me too, not only to get to know you, but to know that that there are people like you out there that are carrying on and putting it on, putting a modern edge on everything that's been done in the past, and coming up with your own on top of that. Plus, just having the history down, it might help somebody in the future just to understand what went on and why things went the way they went.
Sure.
Because sometimes we look back and we go, why is this way? And nobody knows.
Exactly.
Because it was never archived. Nobody, you know, it wasn't possible to archive it back then. You know.
That's it. Yeah, and that's why I'm doing this now. So I want to get as much, you know, I mean, I'm a bit biased because I'm doing all the games that I like. You know, I'm doing this Composer's Play because, you know, I like all the games I'm doing, and I will eventually have to do other games as well. But, you know, these are the games of my childhood, and they stand out for me. But at the same time, like these, you know, especially Doom is a hugely important game for first-person, you know, shooters. But you know, the music and the sounds and all these games from the 90s. Yeah, it's just a really important to document.
Who better than you to do it?
Oh,
I mean, you know,
thank you.
It's wonderful. I'm not kidding you.
Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate it.
Well, you don't owe me a thing, man.
Oh man, I'm so happy you accepted it and you take the time out with me. Spend a few hours kicking some demon ass, you know.
Well, I'm sorry about the old man coming out and
Not at all.
waxing poetic on. I had a pimple when I was writing that song, you know. Or something.
No, man. You know what? It's all good. It's all, you know, it's all relevant. So it's yeah, no, it's brilliant.
Yeah, and actually writing a song. Do I actually write a song? No, something sends it from somewhere.
Yeah, there's a certain feeling or mood or whatever happened to you that day.
That's right.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I feel guilty saying I wrote it sometimes because it sort of wrote itself.
Yeah.
I was the vehicle through which it came to reality. But other than that, I'll look back on some of the stuff that I've done and I'll go, dang, I cannot believe I did that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I really don't remember doing this. I don't remember really doing it. Just, you know.
Just happens.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of music, isn't it? It's just
Isn't
unbelievable.
it the truth?
It's beautiful.
And I saw this morning, there's a Sunday morning program that's really done for old people because you have to actually sit and watch it on either on their time or on the TiVo or on a DVR.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they had a session about a classical musician and composer and orchestra conductor in Israel who has started a program that he brings Palestinians in who are gifted or want to learn classical music, and he puts them with Jewish people who play the instrument that they're wanting to learn and that kind of thing. But he also does an orchestra with them, and he says that Jewish blood is in his veins, but what the Palestinians are going through is in his heart.
Wow!
And he's willing to stand up and say that in front of everybody.
Wow!
First of all, he's older. He's like 76, I think. But secondly, it's the way he feels, and I agree with him. But he's using music only to get conversations going between musicians. And he said, now when you're musicians, I will not allow you to argue or to discuss differences other than if they're on a musical term and all that. He said, now what y'all do by yourselves, together, alone or in groups, other than music, I have nothing to say about that. You know, I'm not going to have it become part of what we're doing here. And he's just wonderful. I mean, and I wish I could recall his name right now. I'm actually going to connect with the guy and tell him how wonderful I think he is, because he
amazing,
is. Yeah. He's very brusque conductor, boy. He'll tell him what's what.
Sure.
But he's wonderful. What he gets out of his orchestra is magnificent.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine if the human race communicated through music and nothing else? It'd be interesting.
Exactly. Have you ever listened to any of from the Buddha Bar in New York City? They did CDs of it.
Oh, no, I don't think so, no.
If you want to hear some music that's really very different, but you go, my God, this is so good. Grab some of those. I'm sure they're probably up on YouTube now.
Okay. I'll have a look,
but it's the Buddha Bar, like the Buddha.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's the Buddha Bar in New York City, and they started doing world music. And it's wonderful, I'll tell you. It really is.
Wow.
It's eye-opening what people are doing in Iran, Iraq, whatever, with music. And their own brand of of it may sound similar to what has been done in the United States, but then again, it's got their own instrumentation, and
Sure.
of course, it's in their language and all of that. It's just I agree with you. Music can calm the most savage soul.
Yeah,
as has been said before.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's amazing. It's like anytime I go to see an orchestra play, it's the one thing. It's the one thing that like resonates with me, and it makes you feel a certain way. It's such an incredible feeling, you know. I like even with any kind of music, but for me, it's orchestral music, and that's the one that resonates for me.
I'm with you. I'll become an emotional, very emotional human being when I'm listening to.
Yeah, me too.
To that kind of, to good music of any kind, really.
Yeah.
It's just, and you know it when you hear it. I mean, you could listen to 1,000 songs, and of the 10 that might exist on into perpetuity,
sure.
You'll go, I knew that when I listened to them.
Yeah.
Because it spoke to me.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with you. But yeah, well, that was Bobby. That was amazing. I don't have any other questions really to ask you. But just to thank you for making such amazing music and sounds for all the, like, not just Doom, but there's a huge list of games, Commander Keen games, Blake Stone, Duke Nukem, and thanks for sharing the world with your music, and and for everybody else. I'm sure they feel exactly the same.
Well, thank you again for taking this. I mean, we've been it's been 3.5 hours almost, and I did all the talking.
That's why you're here. That's perfect.
I should have been listening to you too, but
no.
And I really do appreciate that, and I'm sure every other person that you've spoken to feels the same way, that you deserve some kind of an award for this.
And
I hope you end up getting to do your film.
Yes.
And I hope you make a ton of money off of it.
Well, I won't be doing it for the money. To be honest with you, I just love video game music, especially from this era. And the only reason really I want to do it is just to share to everybody how important these games are and how important the music is from them. And without you guys and all these other developers, mappers, music sound guys, whatever, we wouldn't be having these games today and the technology. So it's just a privilege to do this.
Well, thank you though. Anyway,
no, thank you, Bobby.
Well, you're welcome.
So, do you want to do the honors in walking into the light of something? I don't know, this room of death.
Into the light of evil.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1, 2,
3.
Here we go. Oh,
there we go. Oh, we both walked in, and then poof.
Oh, once you beat the big badasses.
Oh, well, there you go. Actually, I always loved this song. It was always so somber and sad.
Oh, this is one. I like it too.
Yeah.
I do.
I love this tune.
Thank you, FM.
Yeah, thank you, FM synthesis. Yeah, it's a cool melody. I mean, I remember playing this and then seeing this happen, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. You walk into a dark room, and then the game ends. You're like, it's a shock.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
It is. Yeah, I always sort of, the Robert Prince thing was a little weird because there have been Robert Princes, and there is a Robert Prince still who is extremely popular if you know his music from Broadway. There's one
okay.
was doing Broadway and doing early television stuff, you
Okay.
know. And so
Right.
it was bad when it came to Wikipedia to try to separate me out. And
Right.
I had nothing to do with what was done here, but I would have preferred Bobby because that's what I was going by at the time,
Okay.
and
Interesting.
still do, of course.
Sure. Yeah.
And it would have kept that confusion because a lot of people will email me and say, you know, I love that television show so and so, that music you did for that.
Okay.
And I go, well, I'm sorry, it's the wrong one.
The wrong one. I'm
And
yeah. I'm the better one. I'm the one that did the music for Doom. You know.
No, absolutely not. He's a master.
Oh right.
You know, he's not a hacker like me.
You're not. Absolutely not. I'll have to disagree with you there, Bobby. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not fishing for a compliment. Let me tell you that.
No.
So let's see. Did they do the scene here? Is this where the scene in the
No, that's
bunny is?
I think
Was that
that's
Doom 2?
I think that was Doom 2. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At the end of Doom 2, yeah, poor Daisy.
I couldn't remember which. That's right, because they really didn't have the. I don't think they had the computers that would necessarily do what they were doing there. I don't remember
Yeah.
why they didn't do something like that.
Yeah. I always feel kind of sad at the end of Doom 2 because like I had a rabbit when I was younger, and I always saw the rabbit on the spike at the end. I was like, oh no, the Daisy.
You know what I just realized, and this is totally wrong. Where is Tom Hall's name?
Oh, he left at the start though, didn't he? At some stage.
Yeah, but he had done a ton of work on it, and his work lived throughout it in my mind.
Yeah.
You know, that's not right.
I thought to be a special thanks, maybe, or yeah.
You think so? The bottom of it, the last person I see is episode 4 is John Romero. What does it say below that? Can you see it?
Yeah, John Romero, American McGee, Tom Willits, and John Anderson.
Willits?
So, Willits. That was episode 4. I think we're playing the Ultimate Doom with the fourth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
I think it's
maybe that's they still should have included Tom Hall. See that? Well, that's a big part of why I left. Why I got out of it.
Sure.
And it was, I mean, people were leaving right and left. It ended up all of the originals got fired.
Wow.
No, I don't guess Carmack got fired, but
he
ended up getting sued. He ended up getting sued by him. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's a mad world we live in. Mad world.
Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end, but they really did before we really knew it.
Oh my god. Because without you, I don't know if I'd be doing what I'm doing now. So I'm not kissing here. I've actually been honest, and I'm because most of the games that you did, they're all my games. They're all the games that I play and all the music that I loved. So yeah.
Well, that alone makes it worth having gone through any of the negative stuff for sure.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Positive stuff, of course, spoke for itself. But thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate it.
Oh man, it's my pleasure. It's absolutely my pleasure.
Okay, man.
Cool. Cheers, Bobby. And
hey,
take
give
care.
my regards to your dad and your brothers.
I will. I'll tell them you're saying hello.
All musicians are held in high esteem by me.
Yeah, man.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, me
whether
too,
they
man.
make money at it or whether they just love it.
Yeah,
I'm with
absolutely.
them.
Absolutely.
We're all
totally
brothers.
Yeah, man.
Okay, man.
Cool, dude. And I'll let you know when I have it all edited together, and I'll send you a copy for you to watch and that. So.
Alrighty.
Awesome, man. And yeah, sure. I'll catch you soon.
Okay. Take care.
Cool. Cheers, Bobby.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.